How can I make money online at home? We're going to answer that question in this video. Okay, let's rock. Let's talk about making money online at home and how you can make that happen. Okay, so maybe you're living right now, you're watching this video through this crazy COVID-19 pandemic, you lost your job, you don't know what to do because not a lot of places are hiring, and you're like, how do I make money online at home? Okay, if that's you, listen up because I'm here to shed some insights and ideas on how you can make that happen. Okay. So during this pandemic, when this happened, so I've got several different businesses. If you haven't watched my videos and you don't know who I am, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I love business. I love entrepreneurship. I love teaching it. I love living it, breathing, sleeping, whatever, okay? Now understand that during this pandemic, all my businesses got shut down, except really for one. It was the one business that was allowed to still ship orders online. Our retail store was closed. We were closed to the public, but we were still able to ship. All the other businesses got shut down. My two entertainment businesses, my We Buy Gold business with all the stores, which might have questionably been able to stay open, might be an essential business, but we closed it anyway. But the one business that survived was Collector's Cash. It was the trading card business. And so we sell different trading cards. We sell baseball cards. We sell sports cards. We sell Pokemon cards, Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh! And all kinds of other accessories and toys and Dungeons and Dragons, board games, right? So many different things. And what I learned about this pandemic was that even in the worst times, worst financial times of people's lives, they still result to like buying games and buying things that they loved as a kid and when they were, children and things like that. They still started reminiscing. They were spending money. The money was coming in from somewhere. I mean, obviously the government put out a couple $1 trillion in stimulus money. That helped out for sure. But the bottom line was even before that, people found money. They found money to buy things that kept them busy. Games, right? Whether it was trading card games or board games, miniatures, it didn't matter. And our sales went through the roof. We started selling so much stuff online. It was crazy. And so I learned something about a pandemic, about tough times, a recession. We actually learned it in 2008. It was through that we actually had the most explosive growth of that business was from like 2008 to maybe like 2012 or something like that. It was a few years of huge growth. And then we learned that during tough times, people resort to things like collectibles, things like baseball cards and comic books and trading card games, right? Things like Pokemon and things like that. People, that's where they want to spend their money, obviously on necessities. So the toilet paper industry did pretty dang good too, right? We all know that. You'd go to Walmart and the whole aisle was shut down. There's nothing there. All the shelves are empty and all the basic necessities are gone. The hand sanitizer and everything that you'd possibly want in that regard, right? But I learned something special. There was like what seems to be a recession-proof business in buying and selling stuff online. And it wasn't just the necessities, right? It wasn't just like buying vitamins and food and stuff like that. It was collectibles and other things. I know a lot of people with other businesses and they said my business was booming. They were in the shipping business, right? So it's incredible to understand that everybody has a unique opportunity with a computer, with a phone, to actually make money online. So let me give you a couple pointers, right? If this is something you'd like to try out, maybe it's something you've never done before and you're like, I don't know anything about this. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Like tape boxes and, tape up packages and buy shipping materials and go find cardboard boxes? Like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm literally talking about doing all that stuff. But here's the difference. It's either that, you can figure that out. B, you can stay on unemployment, which is going to eventually run out, in which case you're going to get desperate and have to probably go get a job that you don't like, right? You're probably not in a position to start a business because it's not the greatest time to start a business for most businesses right now, right? And go sign a lease and get under a bunch of debt and stuff like that. It's kind of scary right now. But what you can do from the comfort of your own home is you can learn just from experience, just buying and selling stuff. Learn how to buy and sell things. So step one, like I always say, find something you're passionate about, okay? Find something that you absolutely love being involved in, right? Maybe you already collect those items, okay? And learn about them. Get online, start learning about the market values about those things. Here's what's insane. There are millions of those things all over the internet that are being bought and sold every single day in most cases. I mean, you might be like my friend that he buys and sells fountain pens. My friend Steve in California, if I remember, and my friend Rich, right? I understand these people, they were in this very niche business where they bought and sold high-end pens. So maybe that's a very niche, limited business and there's not as many, but there's still money to be made in that business. You could be sitting at home buying and selling these high-end pens, like pens you write with, and selling those. And there's also pins like the ones you clip on your chest. There's a lot of rare ones of those. You could be in love with toys, like toys that you had when you were a kid, like Star Wars figures or Transformers, right? G.I. Joes, things like that. Maybe you liked Buzz Lightyear and Woody toys and all that stuff like that. Whatever those toys were, they're probably worth a lot more now. So then, once you find something you're passionate about, which is awesome, because when you wake up, you're gonna be drinking your coffee at your computer. You're gonna love it. You're gonna be like, wow, I'm my own boss here. I'm creating my own schedule, creating my own hours and things like that. I'm gonna be like, wait a second. I'm somehow going to be able to make a living doing this? And the answer is possibly. If you put in the hours and the time and you're relentless, there's a high probability rate that you can make a living doing this. I do it every day. You can do it, right? So here's the deal. After you found something you're passionate about, now you have to learn the markets. And what I mean by learning the markets is you have to learn the market prices for all the different items that you're going to buy and sell. Now, depending on the market you get into, some stuff is super expensive. It could be in the tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it might not be affordable. Some stuff might be fairly cheap where you can buy items that are 20 bucks, 50 bucks, 100 bucks, resell them and make a profit. So you have to find things that are within your budget, within your bankroll, so to speak. And once you learn what the stuff's worth, and you do that by going online, eBay's a perfect tool. You can get on eBay. You can do a search for almost anything in the world, okay? And then you click the buy it now. There's like all the different filters you can select, okay? So you select, buy it now. So that way you can see the buy it nows. And then you click completed listings and you can see what similar items like that have actually sold for recently, like within the last few months. So once you kind of gauge what something's worth, let's say you find something that's worth roughly on average $200. Then you start shopping for it on the front end. And sometimes people list auctions with no reserve, and that same item will sell for 80 bucks. But wait a second, it's worth 200. And the reason is because the person just put it on a live auction. It didn't realize its true value because there wasn't a lot of bidders or people interested at the time when the auction was ending, and you were able to get a great deal on it. So you buy it for like 80 bucks, and then the next day you relist it for 199 bucks, your $200 price. And it doesn't sell necessarily immediately, or it could, and it sells within a week or a month or whatever, and you make 120 bucks. Well, actually, eBay's going to take their percent and PayPal, but maybe you make close to $100 profit on the deal. Holy cow, on one item. How many of those do you have to do per day to make as much money as you were making at your other job? Okay, so now your next question is, all right, so I've bought the item, I got it, and then I bought a scanner, I used my iPhone to take the pictures, and I uploaded them on eBay, whatever. Well, now what the heck do I do? I got the money, I sold it. How do I ship it? Okay, beautiful. So now you just need to set up a shipping station at your house. And the beauty is there's different software programs you can buy, like Stamps or Indicia. And these different, I think there used to be like Pitney Bowes. I think they're still around, but say Stamps or Indicia, and you can have those programs basically generate you postage. So you'll need to go buy like a little cheap scale that weighs in like ounces or whatever so you can weigh your mail. And then you're going to need to go and you're going to need to buy like bubble envelopes, right? The post office will offer you a lot of things like priority mailboxes for free. If at some point maybe you start shipping with UPS or FedEx, they'll give you those boxes for free. Then you need to start buying your packing materials, right? Maybe some shipping peanuts or some bubble wrap or things like that. And as you start doing more and more volume, then you start buying the shipping supplies in more volume so you get it cheaper and you can cut those expenses down as time goes. So once you get your shipping station set up, you just need some packing tape, your packing gun, and you've got your software, you've got your materials, you're ready to rock. And then you make a trip every day to the post office, or maybe you don't go daily, you only go every other day. Maybe you only go twice a week, and you just accumulate your packages, you mark them as shipped, and you take them to the post office. And that's it. And you've created your own business online. Now, obviously, if you start making money, you start making a lot of money, you're going to have to start reporting that and paying taxes. So call your CPA and say, how would you like me to structure this? Should I put all of this under my social security number and give you the how much I spent, less my eBay fees, less my expenses, my postage? Should I tell you how much profit I made at the end of the year? Or should I register a business? I personally, if you get to that point, I would say register the business and do it as early as possible. Register like an LLC, ask your CPA again what they recommend. Register your business, get it going, and so that way you can start keeping your accounting and your books nice and clean. And so at the end of the year, you've got your sales, less your expenses and your purchases, and then you got your net income. And you would be surprised if you find something that you absolutely love and you're doing it from the comfort of your own home and you're able to do it daily, you're going to be shocked at how much more money you can make doing this on the side. And it kind of becomes comical, like, holy cow, why did I not think about this years back, right? So again, it takes time to figure out what you want to do. It takes time to learn the business, to learn the market prices and all that. You're going to have to put in the time. Ain't nobody going to do that for you. That's going to be all on you. But if you're willing to put in that time, there's a solid opportunity for you to make a ton of money online at home. Okay, everybody, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please share it. Share it with your friends and family. Somebody's going to find some use out of this, and hopefully I helped change somebody's life in a positive way. And if you like the video, please like it, please comment, and don't forget to subscribe. I'd like to keep delivering videos to you. Remember, in life, as we go through these challenging times, life's not easy for anybody. No matter how hard it gets, never give up. Push hard, keep pushing, and be the hustler.